Waking up with
Shivraj Prashad, your host on Good Morning Grammar. Now this show is really all about you. If you hear someone using poor grammar, pronunciation, or just enunciating ideas poorly, instead of being rude and correcting them, just turn them over to our Good Morning Grammar experts. Now it's time for
Theatrical Thursdays with Vivek Mansukhani. Good morning, everyone. The age-old issue of I versus me still confuses many people, I think. Now, I and me are both words that you use when you talk about yourself, but each one is used in a different situation. Both are first-person personal pronouns that you can use to talk about yourself without using your name, which would, of course, be very awkward in casual conversation. But while I and me have the same definitions, they are totally different in terms of being used grammatically. So I is a nominative pronoun, which means that it is used as the subject of a sentence, while me is an object pronoun, so it serves as a direct or indirect object to the verb or as the object of a preposition. So for example, it would be incorrect to say, Akshay and me are best friends. This is because we have a plural subject, Akshay and me. So I should be used because it is a correct choice when it comes to subjects. So the correct version is, Akshay and I are best friends. One also needs to consider the position of the word in the sentence. I is normally used before the verb, while me is almost always used after the verb. So we could say, Akshay is best friends with me. Now, it's incorrect grammar to say, me and my friends are going to the event. Me can be the object, meaning it's done to rather than doing the action. Me cannot be the subject. So the correct version would be, my friends and I are going to the event. In any case, the word I needs to always come at the end. We need to put others before we announce ourselves. Only the Queen would get away with saying, I and my loyal subjects. And this also applies when we have more than two subjects in the picture. So we can't say, I, Anita, and Bobby, nor can we say Anita, I, and Bobby. Correct construction would be Anita, Bobby, and I, etc., etc. Now, how often have you heard someone say something like, myself, Vivek? Well, that's totally incorrect, right? One needs to simply say, my name is Vivek, or I'm Vivek. Myself is a reflexive pronoun. It refers back to the subject of the sentence. So you can use myself when you've already used I in a sentence and you're still talking about yourself. For example, I saw the room in a mess, so I cleaned it up myself. So this whole confusion about I, me, myself, I think is beautifully summed up in this popular song by ABBA called Me and I, which goes something like this. We're like sun and rainy weather. Sometimes we're a hit together, me and I. Gloomy moods and inspiration. We're a funny combination, me and I. So guys and girls, it's good to get your I, me, and myself completely sorted out. Otherwise, you're going to be in an identity crisis. Well, I'm always available on my email ID, which is vivekmansukhani35@gmail.com, or on my Instagram or Twitter @vivekmansukhani. Till then, see you again next Thursday with a new theatrical idea with me, Vivek Mansukhani, on Good Morning Grammar.
I hope what you heard was useful, but we'd love to hear from you as well. You too can feature on any episode by sending in your request or feedback with a voice message on WhatsApp on +91 962 547 5442 or via email at shivraj@brevis.in. We'd be happy to read out your message here or even play it on an entire Friday special episode. Have a good day and stay tuned for another fresh episode of Good Morning Grammar.